Hello everyone, welcome and welcome back to the channel. My name is Nini and today we'll be doing the sketchbook tour. This has been long awaited and I kind of previewed it back in October of last year, and now my sketchbook is finally complete. I already have another sketchbook ready to go, and I'm so excited. I have a lot of new ideas to put into that sketchbook, and yeah. If you like this content, please consider subscribing, and let's get on with the video. So I've had the sketchbook since August of last year, and I'll have to write May 2022 over here once I get my paint markers. I lost my Posca pens, so I'll have to get some new acrylic paint markers. And yeah. I didn't really do much with the covers this time. I know with my last sketchbook I painted the front covers, but I think I was feeling a bit lazy when I first got the sketchbook. And you'll probably hear me say that a lot during this video, me feeling a bit lazy. And yeah, so these are just a whole bunch of different stickers that I got from Amazon. This one's from Howl's Moving Castle, Ponyo, Spirited Away, and some of these are just like random other stickers that I got. Oh, and these are some more stickers. Unfortunately, they got colored pencil all over them. This one is from Howl's Moving Castle. These are for my graphic design class that I took this semester, and I think you can see my school name from there. Yeah, put these off to the side. So this is the first page, and it's just like a little black girl watching imagination come out of her little teddy bear. I don't know, I kind of just winged this first page. I just wanted something very colorful, so I went ahead and did like rainbow colors in this cloud of smoke. And yeah, I think this is where I got the idea to do like the highlights in the middle of her eyes. Yeah, obviously I didn't draw her hands, and her feet are pretty simple, but yeah. I like this one. It's very colorful. So you saw this spread in my last video with my characters, my Mongol story characters, with Mongol, Karma, Pepper, Hunter, Jasper, Jacqueline, and then this non-named character who's gonna come on maybe later in my story. And I did this while I was in class one day, and I was just trying to update how my characters looked compared to how they were in my last sketchbook. And yeah, they're still pretty simple at this stage, but I updated their outfits with this spread. So these were my goals for this sketchbook. It was to finalize phase 1 character designs, which I kind of did, so I'll mark that off as complete. I didn't really do very much on this page, and this one was develop Adventures of Mongol the Cat, settings and locations. I didn't really do that. Not really. I didn't really draw backgrounds or settings in this sketchbook. I did draw like a few house designs, but that's pretty much it. Draw more fan art, I did that. Explore watercolor and gouache, I definitely did that. Practice making storyboards and comics, I didn't do that, and I really want to do that over the summer, or over this break period. Practice drawing nature and animals. Well, I mean, my characters are animal characters, but I wouldn't really count that as drawing nature and animals. Yeah. And then this one is drawing poses and anatomy, and I really got better at doing that with the sketchbook. And this is just a little doodle of me, a little chibi version. And these are my human characters, Serenity, and this is Zara. And I just wanted to do a little sketch of them with my color pencil, and then I went over it with micron pen. And yeah, they're just hanging out together. And this is like one of the few instances where Serenity actually looks nice. This is kind of a random spread. I think I was at the library one day and I just wanted to draw like creatures. I started off drawing skeletons and I was trying to make like a skeleton house, but I kind of deviated and went towards sketching creatures. And I did this with watercolor and my Prismacolor color pencils, and I really enjoy this one because of how fluid it is, and I feel like the colors really go together. And then I drew these as well. This one I was kind of like doing like a Discord kind of color scheme, so all the colors don't really match, but they kind of go together in the end. Focus. This was the character that I had for my Dragons and Serpents series, which I started like, I think the year before last. I don't really think, I put the story on, it wasn't gonna be a story, I put the project on hold. I was gonna be like drawing a whole bunch of different dragon types, and there was gonna be this one like demon character like traveling across the land and seeing all the different dragons. Yeah, here's a little baby dragon, and I don't really have a name for this character, but I've kind of nicknamed them Firebird. Not really sure if that's gonna stick, but I really like this pose because this is like where I first started doing poses for human characters, or humanoid characters. Yeah, the tail was kind of last minute. I don't think that she'll have a tail. So this is what I was talking about with the housing design. I really wanted to like, since my Mongol story is kind of like fantasy-like, I wanted to focus more on like fantasy kind of housing instead of like modern housing. So yeah, there's one with a mushroom theme, there's one in a tree, and then there's like a regular kind of house with moss growing on it. Yeah, I also drew this in the library. I draw a lot of these in the library. I go to the library very often. I feel like getting out of the house really, and like going to a library or like the park really helps my creative juices start flowing. So this was a video. This is my character Hunter, and this is like, it's supposed to be him in like his workshop and like opening up a bottle, and there's a demon inside. Like the concept was that he was a demon hunter and he stores demons inside of like bottles and jars and that kind of stuff, and he uses their magic for like fights or any kind of like magic kind of thing. I haven't really solidified the concept yet, but yeah, his design is a lot more sassy now, and I feel like this is a bit simple for, yeah. And yeah, this is kind of updated for kind of more like what he looks like now. As a lot of you know, I like to sketch with pen and then go over it with colored pencil, and I really love this sketch, especially with the watercolor background, because of the purple and the green mixing together. It looks so pretty. And yeah, he's kind of like a morally gray kind of person, but more towards like the good side, I guess. And he likes to do research and kind of like an information worker. So for this spread, I was just trying to practice poses, and I looked up some poses on Pinterest, and I used my character Kindle in order to draw these different poses. And she looks adorable. Except for the hand. This hand really bothers me. Yeah, this is also a spread for me to practice watercolor a bit more. And I have a little sticker. So this was for my water-based painting class that I had to take, and it was supposed to be a metaphorical map, and the professor didn't really give much, well, he did, but it wasn't a lot of guidance. He basically said, go make a metaphorical map. So I kind of just drew whatever, and I made like this imagination kind of map, like where my head was at, I guess. And I chose analogous color scheme with purples and blues. And yeah, it's like reading, painting, and all that kind of stuff. I really liked the concept of turning the whale into the paintbrush. And this was with watercolor and Prismacolor color pencil. So this was practicing poses again with my character Karma, and they kind of look a bit weird in this one. I was trying to practice like in action poses, and this one kind of looked weird, so I had them lean back a bit to make it look more like it's gonna make an impact rather than they're just like dancing. And yeah, they look very sassy. This was also for the metaphorical map thing project, and I just did like a basic land map, like fantasy land map. Yeah. And this was with Prismacolor pencils. This is my character, Kindle, again, and I just drew them with pen and my watercolor markers. And I really like how the one color and pen combo kind of works, and it's really cute. And I don't really know about this one, but it's there. I really like Kindle. She's definitely represents me. This was also a video. This was like the beginning of the Halloween concept sketchbook tour, so I might like skim over this, but this is my character Kindle again, and a whole bunch of fall related objects with tea and sugar cookies and a little ghost and a cat with a scarf and a cat character with a scarf and leaves and pumpkin spice candles and spiders that you find in the piles of leaves. And yeah, do this watercolor and color pencil. This I was trying to flesh out Mongol a bit more, and they don't quite look like this anymore. I changed it so that the white part of their face doesn't go past their bottom lip, and definitely not that face structure anymore. This is kind of more like it, and this too. And they take care of Pepper, and this was like an attempt at a background, and it still looks so pretty to me. Yeah, this was with watercolor and pen. This was for Halloween and like the Spooktober stuff. This is me. I drew myself as a witch. And this is, I was trying to conceptualize the Headless Horseman prompt that I was gonna do. So this is the Headless Horseman, and this is them again on their skeleton horse. And I did this with a lot of pen. I think that the Spooktober stuff used up 1.5 pens, and it was great. I felt very accomplished from that. And then I used watercolor to add the green to it. So this is more Halloween stuff. This is the Scarecrow, and this is the Headless Horseman again. I'm not going to spend too long on these sketches. Really enjoyed that one. This is a witch character. I kind of gave up towards the bottom. Yeah, I really like the flowiness and her expression and thumb. Really love the thumb. And this is a random Scarecrow character, and this is the Headless Horseman once again. Oh, excuse me. So this was supposed to be the Spiderling and the Witch's Apprentice prompt, and that's her and the spider, and I drew the spider small as well. And these were, after going through this sketchbook, I came back to all the blank pages and added a few doodles. So this was the Witch's Apprentice, and this is the spider, and this is the Headless Horseman. I really like this one. It's very cute. So this is the Headless Horseman illustration that I did, and I did it with my alcohol markers and my color pencils, and I really enjoyed the process. I really feel like this is one of the best illustrations that I've done in the sketchbook, and yeah, I really like the whole vibe. You guys, tell me what if you guys want me to make like any kind of prints out of specific spreads in the sketchbook. I've been thinking about making prints this summer, so yeah, any feedback would be great. Back to the video. This was for my water-based painting class again, and it was for a pop-up book that I was making, and this was the main character, and I was trying to make like the front cover and the back cover, and I believe that these two were the ones I did. And this was for water-based painting class again, and this was for my collage painting that I had to do. So this is Mongrel. Once again, this is their updated look. Their ears are kind of bigger now though, and they don't have this once again. And they have like white, kind of white eyeliner, but it's like their natural look. And yeah, I'm kind of proud of this hand. This was made with alcohol markers and color pencils once again. And I never finished this illustration. I didn't like how it was turning out. I might come back to it at some other point, but yeah. I really liked how it looked without the color pencil though, so yeah, that might just be me. I was still like experimenting with collage with this page, so I added a whole bunch of different scraps that I had, plus a Princess Mononoke sticker, and then I added a sketch of the Headless Horseman on top of it. And this was supposed to be for the werewolf and the 3 ghost children, but I didn't like how the digital illustration turned out, so I kind of scrapped the idea. And yeah, I really like how this sketch turned out though. I might attempt it at another time. So these are kind of recurring characters. I drew them in my last sketchbook. I finally have a name for this one. His name is Zeal, and I haven't come up with a name for the mermaid, but I did make a digital sketch of them together too. And yeah, the mermaid's look is kind of based off of Lo Binghe's description from the Scum Villain Self-Saving System. And yeah, and like his mannerisms and stuff is kind of similar as well. So this is fan art of Komi and Katai from Komi Can't Communicate, and they're so adorable. I drew them with a pencil and a watercolor marker, and I really love both of these characters because I really identify with Komi's social anxiety, and also Katai's like cute expressions. He's so fun to draw. I wish I drew him more in this sketchbook. Yeah, and then I drew Tadano, like little chibi version. This is Benjamin. Unfortunately, I dropped some water onto the name, and because it's like watercolor markers, it kind of spread and stuff. Yeah. So this is Benjamin, and I was just trying to draw a little mascot character. Not for anything in particular, I just wanted to draw a little mascot character. And yeah, I used my Prismacolor pencils and some watercolor markers. So this is a spread of my character Zara, and this was during the fall, so she's wearing like a scarf and a jacket, and I'm still pretty proud of these. I really like how this looks, and yeah, there's not very much to say. I think I went over this in my last sketchbook tour. And this was for my the Headless Horseman and his vampire boyfriend prompt. So I was trying to come up with how the vampire boyfriend would look, and he has like platinum hair and like red eyeliner and that kind of stuff. and this is them together. But I didn't really like how the final version turned out, so. And this is after Halloween ended, or after October ended, and this was also for my water-based painting class, and it was like making 2 watercolor paintings, so these 2 were the ones that I came up with. I didn't make this portrait, and these were with my Prismacolor color pencils. And then I drew Zara and Serenity together walking, and like Zara is looking at Serenity very tenderly, and Serenity is like enjoying the weather. And I don't know how I feel about how Serenity looks right here. But yeah, it looks sweet. So, no wait, I skipped one. Sorry. These are my Mongol characters again. These are both Karma, and I was trying to come up with how they would look again. This is very close to how they look now, and I was trying to come up with their outfit because it's a bit different from how it was before. And Karma is supposed to be a black cat, but I didn't really color them in because that's a bit hard to see with the eyes and the mouth and stuff with pen. And I used to draw Karma with like entirely green eyes, like around the iris was supposed to be green, but I just turned it into like regular green eyes. And this is supposed to be my unnamed character. I don't really know what to do with this outfit. This is one of the demons, and this is Jacqueline and Jasper. I really like Jacqueline's smile here, and Jasper's expression right here. Okay, so these are just random characters. I just wanted to draw something that I don't usually draw. It's like a different clothing style. I was practicing with clothing, and I don't know. I guess this is kind of like a cold, aloof character, and this one's like a really free and punk rock kind of character. And I also wanted to do like gradient fingertips, because that's something that I really enjoy when I see character designs on Pinterest. And yeah. This is for my graphic design class for Intro to Typography, and we were supposed to make a design with only letters, with only typography. And yeah, I was trying to figure out how to make a mushroom out of letters because my topic was mushrooms. And yeah. So I was kind of coming up with, still working on the pop-up book for my water-based painting class. So this was coming up with the concept for the character. The sketches that came before came after this spread, and I did this with watercolor and color pencil, and I really think that they look nice, and my classmates demanded to see my sketchbook afterwards. So yeah. Wow, this is only halfway through this, not even halfway through the sketchbook, and it's already been 22 minutes. Okay. Yeah, I wanted to draw this frog character in like business attire, and yeah. So I made this into a video. This was I think a draw with me, and I was trying to like storyboard the pop-up book, and unfortunately I didn't really get past this part because it took way too long to make this pop-up book, and and the class didn't really give me enough time to make it, make all of these scenes. So yeah, it was supposed to be like he woke up in a strange world and he's like wandering around through the forest, and then he encounters this creature and has to like pretty much hide and seek his way through the forest. And yeah. This one was kind of inspired excuse me, by Gel Arts, which is another YouTuber on here. And she was doing, I think it was a sketchbook session with a little fox character in a scarf, and I wanted to draw a fox character in a scarf because of that. I don't think I ever finished this page. And I used my burgundy micron pen, which is something that I wish I used more in this sketchbook because it looks very nice compared to a black micron pen. So this one, I was doing a collaboration with a scientist or someone studying science at another university, and it was like an art science collaboration, and she was like trying to she was doing a research paper about pesticides on like humans and plants, and yeah, I was trying to come up with illustration for that. I really like this one. I wish it wasn't ruined by the marker on the other side. Yeah. So, oh, it looks so weird. So this was an illustration that I did that I never finished with alcohol markers, and I had actually recorded this, but it looked very weird to me, especially like the video quality was weird. Pepper's face was weird. And I'm noticing it now. This eye is like throwing me off so bad right now. Yeah, it's supposed to be Pepper and Jasper hanging out together at like some kind of mix between a library and a cafe. And I redrew this digitally and made a speed paint video, and that one looks much better than the one right in the sketchbook. It took way too long to make this, so I got tired of working on it. Here are some more doodles with Zara and Serenity. This one's Kindle and another character that I'm still coming up with, and Zara and Serenity. These are just little doodles that I made with pen and white gel pen. And this is Serenity. I think this is the best Serenity that I've ever sketched in this sketchbook. And she's like talking to Zara and saying like, don't stay up all night, little Miss Perfectionist, because Zara is a perfectionist and she likes to get things done before going to bed. Yeah, this is definitely my best Serenity sketch ever. So this is my Jasper spread, and I was just trying to come up with that Jasper's personality and that kind of stuff. And he is a gay disaster. He has a massive crush on Pepper, and yeah, he gets very excited when Pepper talks to him. And yeah, that's pretty much. It says Jasper was not prepared for this level of success, and he's kind of like freaking out on the inside. And Pepper is kind of oblivious to his feelings. And yeah, pretty simple clothing design too. This was supposed to be a Serenity spread, but I kind of drew Zara and Serenity. I really love this. I think I might make digital art of this for Pride Month. And if you don't know, Serenity is trans. She's male to female. And Zara is asexual, but like woman leaning, like she likes women. And yeah, and this is them like getting ready together. Oh, I never came back to the spread. This is supposed to be my characters Brianna and Kim, and I think I talked about this during my 7-day challenge, but Brianna is kind of like a pottery maker, and she's kind of an airhead, and Kim is a shy, tall Korean American pretty boy with I'm trying to debate if I want him to have long hair or short hair, which is what I wrote here. Yeah, this was them all together. I actually recorded this too, but I didn't like, at the time I didn't like how light it was because I used a different kind of color pencil. I think it was like Sargent color pencils, and I like how it looks now. So I'm kind of mad that I didn't post that video. But this is for Christmas, and yeah, this is all of them in like Christmas wear. And I actually drew Kindle in this one. I'm so happy I did. And yeah, they all look so cute. So this isn't canon in my head, but this was like my Dragons and Serpents girl, Firebird, if you will, but she does not have wings like this. I I just wanted to draw someone with wings, and I haven't drawn her a lot in this sketchbook, so I drew her. And yeah, and I went over it with my micron pens, and it looks very nice. I like how comic book, like it's a comic book kind of style, and it looks pretty nice. But I'm kind of mad at myself for wasting all of this space around her. So this, I was trying to come up with like Patreon tiers, but I never got around to making a Patreon. I wasn't sure if I would have enough people interested in my Patreon, and I just wanted to conceptualize it for now. So this was like Busy Bee, Dazzle Dogs. I really like the Dazzle Dogs one. And yeah, and then it kind of just evolved into sketches. I think this was Care Bear. Yeah, this was a video, but I went back over it with my pen, and they look so much nicer with the pen, and they look a lot more complete. And I went over these, and I colored these with my pastel Ohuhu alcohol markers, and I really like how they look, especially this fox character, and this bunny character, and this red panda. Very cute. So I think I did these while I was on a cruise to Mexico, and a lot of people came up to me while I was drawing this one. I'm not very proud of this one, but it's completely with colored pencils, so it's alright. This one was kind of cute. They were surprised at how quickly I sketch, and I'm like, yeah, I like to sketch very quickly. That's how I get my ideas down. So this was my pretty much only instance of doing like a comic book style in this sketchbook, and it was like the first encounter between Karma and Mongol, and my handwriting is not good, so it looks really bad. It's pretty much like Karma kind of like catcalling Mongol, but not really. Yeah. It still looks pretty nice. I did these with a Ohuhu marker and micron pen. They look pretty nice. So this, I am a very big fan of Transformers, and like specifically Transformers Prime, and I really love RC's design in this show, and I never got to coloring this sketch either. And it makes me so bad. She definitely looks weird, which is the sketch, but if I colored it, it will probably look a lot better. And I did this with my watercolor markers, and I freaking love RC. I love Transformers Prime. I was pretty much binge watching it the entire semester, like over and over again. I'm a big Transformers Prime advocate. So this was like end of Christmas. I was just drawing like a reindeer kind of character with Prismacolor pencils. It kind of looks bad. And then I was trying to conceptualize Karma a bit more, so I drew this big version, and then I drew this one with a different expression, and then these two. And this is Karma and Mongol. I never got back to sketching Mongol's face, and this is Karma again. So this was practicing my acrylic paints for a ad recreation for my first project in my intermediate graphic design class, and I was trying to figure out how light works with this Neutrogena ad that I was recreating, and this was the actual product that I had to paint to. And then I kind of just decorated it with washi tape and Kiki's delivery service and other stickers. So this was a video. This was just me sketching out my character Mongol, and this is Pep in their arms, and this is their sword, and this is Mongol receiving flowers from Karma, because Karma is kind of trying to pursue Mongol. And yeah, this is them with watercolor marker. Yeah. This, I was conceptualizing a newer version of an old painting that I had done, and if you don't know, I really like painting skeletons for some reason. Don't know why, it just happened suddenly, and I really like drawing them in like weird places, and I've drawn them in bathtubs and other places. And this one, I was trying to draw them in like a huge skeleton in the woods, and like some villager finding it in order to like add contrast and scale to the composition. And it was gonna have lighting and all that kind of stuff. And the final product kind of looks good, but unfortunately there was a hole punched into it and I didn't notice it until the end. So yeah. And this was for my graphic design class, and it was like conceptualizing a brand name and identity, and these were a whole bunch of sketches for that. And this is Zara and Serenity once again, and I really like the energy in this. And yeah, Serenity always looks different. She always looks like a different person, and I don't know how to combat that. I really wish that I hadn't colored this in. This is just like a random scientist character, and I went over it with my alcohol markers, and yeah, with their two cats. It's so cute. I've considered doing this digitally, but I'm too nervous to mess it up. Yeah. Very cute. These were just a whole bunch of different sketches that I made in order to practice vector art, because I haven't done it in a very long time. And I think I did this one, this one, this one, and this one, I think. And these were sketches that I was hoping to turn into stickers, but I just haven't gotten around to it. I especially like this one. This one would make a very good sticker, and this one too. If you're interested in stickers, let me know in the comments. I would be very happy to make some. Just have to make some sample stickers first. This was coming up with a box for my product for that project. This would be a good sticker too. I just wanted to draw a whale. And this is Button and Snail, which is another project that's on hiatus. It's called, it was supposed to be called Tales of the Underground, but people kept telling me that it looked like, what's it called? Over the Garden Wall. So I have to redesign this character, I think. This is a random sketch. This is Button and Snail, once again, Button and Snail. And this was like trying to figure out how boxes work for that project. More package design. This was with color pencil. It was, so I was supposed to actually make a video out of this, and it was supposed to be redrawing something from my Sketchbook 0.5, I think. And this was one of the golem characters from my Dragons and Serpents series, and it was like a glow rock kind of golem, but I didn't record it. So yeah, this was with color pencil, and it was my first time like going really hard with color pencil and like making sure that it blends together instead of like, let me see if I can find it. Instead of having like the white spaces like this. So it was my first time doing that. And then this is a pen version. And then some doodles of Mangua in their cat form. And like, I wanted to make a doodle version of how I used to draw them as well. And this is Karma and Mangua together. Sorry about that. Answering a text. So this was part of my 7-day challenge. This was the first spread that I did with a Strawberry Mouse character, and it was supposed to be like a maid kind of strawberry mouse, and I drew a little bit of strawberries here and here. And yeah, I still really like this one. Lots of energy in that one. This was my second spread called Remains of the Day, and I just drew skeletons, and this was where I practiced my gouache. And I really like this one actually. I still don't really like this one though. I definitely could have used more colors with this painting. So this one was the third spread, and it was supposed to be Jasper's twin sister, Jacqueline. I didn't have a name for her at this point though, and yeah, I was just trying to expand on, like, make more art for her because I don't draw her very often, but I draw Jasper quite a bit. This is the fourth spread, and this is just like kids being kids with pen. This is Serenity. I went back and used watercolor on her. Yeah, I really like this one. I feel like I'm finally happy with how Serenity is looking with this spread. And I think watercolor really enhanced that. And I actually had to look at like color schemes in order to get the clothing colors right, because I always have trouble with making clothes for her because her hair is pink. And these are my tree sketches. I didn't want to ruin them by coloring them, but I might color them later. This spread was for my product campaign once again, because yeah, this is for my poster design for that product campaign. And these were my final the final spread for that 7-day challenge. And this is Zara and Serenity and Kim and Brianna. Yeah, he looks very similar to Lil Binga in this spread. I still like how it looks. This was more for the product campaign, and this is Monguo, and I tried drawing them with the black micron pen, and it looks very nice. And this is the point where the white eyeliner part comes into play. This this was an illustration that I was going to use for my product campaign, but it didn't really fit in, so I never used it, but I still really like how it looks because my products had a lot to do with dice and stuff. So I drew like a fantasy world with like dice, and I really like how these clouds look. They're very fluffy, but there's a lot going on in this illustration, so yeah. And these were kind of like trying to make more demon designs rather than just having the one. Let me see if I can find it. Instead of just having like the one demon design, I wanted to have like a variety. I might not use these, but I've been considering having variation between the demons. And I kind of just went over it with a blue color scheme, like a monochromatic blue color scheme, because I do want them to be different, but I want them to all have the same color scheme. These were pictures that I got off of Pinterest, and I just drew them with pen and went over them with watercolor. I really love how this one turned out. And it's definitely kind of a different style than I usually do, especially with the lips. This was based off of a writing prompt that I got from a prompt generator, and I'm actually planning on turning this into like a short comic that I will post to my pretty much dead comic account. And yeah, this is like the character designs that I had in mind for this character. And I have one more sketch of this character. Let's see if I can find it. There we go. So this is how they look now, kind of looks like a Pokemon kind of character. And it's supposed to have like a wooden horse, so I was looking up wooden horses on Pinterest, and these were the different wooden horses that I found. Can I put this in here? I can. Okay. I regret not like committing to the watercolor in this spread because it doesn't really look good. But yeah, this is just like Karma, Mongol, Pep, and Hunter, and like a random demon character. And it was at like this point that I wanted to give Hunter like some kind of jacket to go, because all the other characters have like capes and stuff. So I wanted Hunter to kind of stand out, but also kind of match with the other characters. So this was also for that little comic, short comic, and this was supposed to be the unicorn waking up and that kind of stuff. And you can't really see this sketch in this page. So for this spread, I drew Zara once again, and I wanted to draw her with different outfits that I found on Pinterest. And I really like the flowers on this one. I really love this outfit. I think this one was just a random outfit that I came up with by myself. It doesn't look the greatest, and I ran out of, or I used a different color for her hair, and then I messed it up. But yeah, I think that the highlights really bring the whole outfit together, and her arm is too short in this one, but I really like how they look overall. This was for Mermaid. I didn't really do an official prompt list. I kind of just drew sea women, I guess. And this one was like an octopus kind of character. And I really enjoyed adding the white highlights to it. I think it brings the whole sketch together. And I started out with drawing this one, and I really like how sensual it looks. And this one as well. And this was the final spread that we did. This was all my characters. Pepper, Mongol, Karma, Jasper, Hunter, Jacqueline, and unnamed character. And it's still kind of half finished because of the color pencil, but I don't feel like finishing it. And actually, that's not even the last spread. So I lied to you all. Ha ha ha. So this was actually the first thing that I ever did in the sketchbook, to like swatch out my watercolors and try it out, because I had never used the watercolor inks before. So I made this little bear, and it still looks pretty cute. And I think I'm gonna write my final thoughts on this page. And yeah, this is more mermaid stuff, because I really wanted to draw two sea people together. And yeah, I think that's the end, right? I don't have anything. This is the graphic design. Yeah, I don't have anything else. So that's the end. Okay, that's the end of the sketchbook tour. Thank you all so much for your support, and I hope that you are looking forward to my next sketchbook. If you like this video, please consider subscribing, and I will see you all next time. Bye!